Hey everyone, it's SJ from USA. This is not a monthly update. This is me coming on here to talk about some issues I'm struggling with since I've been back in the US. So if you watched my last update, you'll know that I left my job in Saudi and I am now living in the United States. Just quick info, I did leave all my stuff there and I only got to take the most precious things that I needed. I'm not going to really go into it regarding my employer and all that jazz. I'm just happy to be back in the US. Beautiful setting. This is my boyfriend's house and I didn't even decorate it. Kind of trippy, right? That he's good. Let's talk about that a little bit. I had VSG on December 21st, 2015, so it's been about 13 and a half months. I've lost 120-ish pounds. I'm now in the US. When I was in Saudi, I didn't have a lot of food options or choices. It was really easy for me to lose the weight, I feel, because my options were so limited and I was single, living by myself, had my own work schedule, had my own workout routine, etc. I went and bought a scale yesterday, which is great news. I actually went to Bed Bath & Beyond and got one on clearance for 15 bucks. It does like BMI, water weight, muscle weight, everything. I'm excited to use it. Haven't opened it yet. Don't know how much I weigh right now at 13 and a half months. I did tell you guys a couple days ago I was 210. I don't know where I'm at. I'm somewhere, I'm guessing I'm higher than lower. You guys, I'm freaking struggling with having a loved one in my life, a boyfriend, and trying to eat properly around him. So here's the deal. I told a lot of you guys that when I went to Vegas, I was going to tell him about my operation and that I got VSG and I lost all this weight. This is Cooper. This is his dog. Cooper, go lay down in bed. Lay down. Lay down. I know. Lay down. I didn't tell him. I don't know why I'm keeping this information from him. Cooper, lay down. All the way. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm keeping this information from him. It's not like he's in the most perfect shape. He has his own body issues, which I try to reassure him. I probably need therapy to figure out why I'm holding back, letting him know what I've done. I don't think he'll judge me any differently. But we had a couple talks last night and today, this morning actually. So I'm just going to ramble about some stuff. Feel free to not listen. He's a foodie and I'm a foodie. Even though I have VSG, I'm still a foodie. I still love making food. I still enjoy eating great food. And it's one of the commonalities that we had, and we were really looking forward to cooking in the kitchen together. And we have the last 2 nights, which have been amazing. He has a daughter, he's divorced, and we made lasagna all together. She's vegetarian, he's not. We made a broccoli-based lasagna for her with broccoli and kale and cheese and sauce. And then we made a sausage one for him, and I had a piece of the sausage one. I kind of told him beforehand I wasn't thrilled about making pasta, and he asked me why, and I just said I'm not a big pasta eater, which is the truth. I never even really ate pasta before I had surgery. I've just never been a big rice and pasta person. But, you know, I enjoyed the moment. It was great cooking with her, and I really enjoyed it. And it turns out when she went to bed that night, she told him, you know, Dad, SJ's my kind of girl. She loves to cook, and it was so much fun cooking with her. So the fact that I'm bonding with his daughter is huge. It's huge in his eyes, it's huge in my eyes, and it's huge in her eyes. So I wouldn't take that memory and that moment of having lasagna and making lasagna as a family together away. Last night, it was just he and I bought an Instapot. I mentioned this on Instagram and Facebook. I'm really excited. I've made yogurt. I pulled out the yogurt and I forgot to bring it over here to show you guys. I really want to show you guys the yogurt. So, I'll pause the video and I'll come back. Hold on. All right, for those of you who don't know what an Instapot is, it's this huge contraption. I can't even fit into the screen, it's so big. It also has a lid and a pot that goes inside, but it's in the sink right now being washed. What's great is you can do a lot of different things in it. You can make soup, stew meat, beans and chili, you can cook poultry, you can make rice in it, grains, you can steam things. It has a yogurt function. I made the awesome yogurt in it. You can saute things, you can slow cook, so it can be a slow cooker. And then obviously you've got your pressure and that kind of stuff. So here's the yogurt I made. This is a 16-ounce container, and we got 4 containers of this. So it's about 64 ounces of yogurt. It is Greek-style yogurt. It's very thick and creamy and tart. It's delicious, you guys. We love it, and just for the Instapot, if I were to only make yogurt for the rest of my life, totally worth it. I paid under $3 for a gallon of milk, and I got 4 tubs of this yogurt for under $3, plus the electricity it takes to run this. So, pretty awesome. Okay, back. So, the yogurt was fantastic. His daughter loved the yogurt. He loves the yogurt. I love the yogurt. I've given it to my father. I also gave some to my sister because it made such big tubs. That tub can last 2 to 3 weeks. So that's a lot of yogurt, and it lasts a long time, and it's all natural, and you made it yourself, and I'm done. We made chili in the Instapot a few nights ago with a bag of beans, not canned beans, but 79-cent bag of red kidney beans, some ground beef, some spices, some stewed tomatoes, and we topped it with the yogurt instead of sour cream. That was also really delicious. So last night we decided to make pot roast, and I really wanted to make pot roast. So here's the deal. He works 2 days and has 4 days off. The first 3 days he's with his daughter. I get to spend some time with them, but the last day, the 4th day, is my day for me and him and date day. And we wanted to cook together, and I wanted to make pot roast in the Instapot. And since his daughter's vegetarian, it's really a day for him and I to make it. And we had a great time in the kitchen cooking, and we learned a lot about each other cooking together, especially a meal that takes only the amount of time. So here's the deal. I'm noticing a huge amount of food issues are popping up. One was that he mentioned it actually this morning. He made a comment that, again, he doesn't know I have VSG. I didn't eat a lot at dinner last night. And I said, no, I did, but he finished my plate for me. He ate his plate, which was larger, and then he finished my plate. And he said, I don't think you eat large meals because you're snacking so much. And I said, I'm snacking? He's like, yeah, you snack all day long. And I tried not to be defensive about it. And I started thinking about, well, yeah, it's because I have VSG, and of course I'm going to have 6 mini meals. And that's what I wanted to say. But really, after he left for work and I started thinking about it, I've been out of control with my eating since I've been back in the US, and I'm trying to pinpoint. I think it's a lot of different things. I have a plethora of food available to me. I mean, yesterday we went and shopped at a Mexican meat market, then we went to Vons, then we went to Trader Joe's, and it's super overwhelming to come from a foreign country that has very limited products to the US that has all these amazing products, and I want to try everything. Like, when I was in Trader Joe's, I legit would have bought like 4 different types of hummus and bean dips because they all looked so good. And I had to like tell myself, no, put this back. You're allowed this one. You can try this one thing this week. Another thing is I'm stressed. I'm stressed because I quit my job and I didn't return to Saudi. And I feel bad about how it went down with my employer, and I've gotten nothing but love and support from all my friends and family in the US. They all think I did the right decision, but I lived there for 5 years, and I left, and I feel bad in the way that I left, but there was no right decision. Every scenario I worked out, someone would have been unhappy, whether it was my family, my loved ones, me, my employer, someone would have been unhappy. But that's been causing me to eat more, I think. Also, I'm not settled. I'm not in my own place. So yes, I will be staying at the ranch, but my father has guests up there right now. So I can't sleep at the ranch right now. Now, luckily on Monday, he's leaving and all his guests are leaving. So that in itself will solve my problem. I get to finally move up there. I get to unpack my bags. I get to set up my bathroom and my kitchen, and my life will start. But it hasn't. It hasn't since I came home on January 18th. So we're pushing on to over 3 weeks now, and I'm living out of a suitcase, and I'm living on a couch some nights, and I'm living on a blow-up bed some nights, and I'm living in my boyfriend's house some nights, and I'm not feeling centered. My skin, so flabby. I've gotten no exercise done in weeks. The good news is the local gym is having a special until February 18th, and I'm going to join on Tuesday. $10 down for registration and $10 a month. I can't beat that. That's like an awesome deal. There's just no excuse. So my father lives over 35 minutes away from town, so I'm just going to have to plan my days very specifically, so when I go grocery shopping and I have to run errands, I can squeeze in a gym routine as well. So I'm not just driving down for the gym. My goal is to go to the gym 4 days a week. I'm going to just start with basic things and move from there, but I really want the gym for strength training because I'm flabby as hell, to the point where my boyfriend is like squeezing my love handles. Now, it's better than him squeezing fat that I had 120 pounds ago, but I'm not liking the feeling of him grabbing my jeans where the love handles are and squeezing them. It's his way of showing love, but I'm not feeling it. So I'm ready to start tightening up. I mentioned to him that I wanted to do a 5K in May. It'll be my first 5K in the United States, and I want to start training for that. And he said he's going to train for 2 with me, which will be fun. It's called the Strawberry Stampede. There's a huge strawberry festival that happens after it also. Okay, more food stuff, and I need to get this off my chest because it just shows you how much of a food issue I have. So 6 days ago, I had to house sit for him, and I went out and bought $150 worth of food for a single person. So we all know that, that's way too much food. But I had things like deli meat and cheese and string cheese and dips and eggs, all kinds of stuff, and non-healthy stuff as well. So he starts his 48-hour shift today, and it's his turn. Firefighters rotate cooking in his station, and it was his weekend to cook. And it's Super Bowl weekend, so he asked me to help him menu plan, and we were going to go grocery shopping for everything. But he's got to cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, and provide snacks. So he looked in his fridge to see what he had, and he saw my food that I had bought, and he took a bunch of it. And this addict in me is like, why are you taking my food? For example, hey, SJ, are you going to use all this turkey and cheese? Why? I'm going to make sandwiches for the guys one day for lunch. And I'm also going to take some of this potato salad. Now, potato salad's not the healthiest thing. I bought it. It was $4 for a huge tub. I'd had a spoonful of it. I figured he'd eat it, but I didn't think he would take the whole tub to work to feed the firefighters. When he went to take my meat and cheese, I took out 2 slices of cheese and 4 slices of meat, and I let him take the rest. And I did little roll-ups so I can have snack roll-ups when I'm at his house, when I'm house sitting. I bought bread. Again, I'm not supposed to have bread. There was only 6 slices left, and he had eaten the most of it during the week. It was on sale for $2.50, and I bought it. It looked nice. I took all the bread to make the sandwiches for the guys. Now, I should see all of this as me thinking, give thanks. Give thanks that he took the crap food. He took the bread you shouldn't be eating. But I'm annoyed. The food addict in me is annoyed that my food that I purchased without having a job right now has been taken out of the house and I don't get to eat it. Here's the funny thing. There is a crap load of food in that fridge. I have leftover chili that he and I made. I have leftover soup I made. I have fruit. I have yogurt. I have protein granola. I have a lot of healthy choices in that fridge, but I'm annoyed. And that just goes to show how addicted I am to food. He even mentioned the other night, wow, you get really excited over food. You guys, I'm 200 pounds and I still get excited over food. This does not leave you. It stays with you whether or not you lose the weight. You still have these mind games and these issues with food. And it's becoming very prevalent to me now that I'm back. So I had mentioned on February 1st on Instagram and Facebook that I needed to get back on track. And I'm not one of those people who can go cold turkey. If I go cold turkey on everything, I will fail. I know me. I have to kind of baby step. So this first week, I noticed something really simple. I have not been drinking enough water. I need more water in my life. I need to be hydrated. A, I'm not feeling so good. 2, I noticed I was getting leg cramps. And I feel like that has to deal a little bit with dehydration. And 3, I'm eating a hell of a lot more food because I'm not drinking enough fluids. So this week, I am upping my water intake, liquid intake, to 84 to 100 ounces per day. I'd love to hit 100 because that's half my body weight. Some days I'm really great and some days I'm not. Yesterday we went to the movies and I took a 24-ounce thing of water in and drank it during the movie. So I was super proud of myself for that. The fail was he bought a medium popcorn and I ate 1/4 of his popcorn. A friend said, why didn't you bring protein snacks in? Again, I'm struggling with doing the right decision with certain things because he doesn't know I had surgery. And so I'm sure he'd be like, why are you eating that and not eating popcorn? I need to get over it. Whoa, sorry. My computer like froze mid-screen. I know I need to get over it and I need to tell him I'm still processing why I'm not being upfront with this. I think maybe I already feel like he's judging me. He's looking at how much I eat and how frequently I eat and what I'm putting in my mouth and how much I'm putting in my mouth. And I guess I'm afraid that he'll judge me 10 times more if he knows I've had weight loss surgery and I'm continuing to snack, eat, pick unhealthy choices. And I just want to feel like I'm normal in a normal relationship without someone looking at my food choices. And he's already doing that. I don't feel like I look at his food choices or how much food he eats. I want him to feel comfortable choosing and eating whatever he likes. And a great example would be, like, I think I mentioned this already in my video, we had tons of leftovers in the fridge, but I was like, we must make pot roast today. I really want pot roast. And even with the pot roast, we had so much left over, I made a mock shepherd's pie, and we put that in the freezer to eat at a later date. I also noticed I'm really not into wasting food. I wasn't into wasting food into Saudi, and I'm still the same way here. I just don't want to waste anything. So when he was going to throw out the 5 tablespoons of mashed potato that was still left in the bowl because we'd already made the shepherd's pie, I was like, no, put that in a bowl, put it in the fridge, I'll feed it to the dog. Like, I didn't want to get rid of it. So anyway, this is me just venting about my food issues from being back in the US. I'm struggling with making right food choices. I'm tempted at every single corner with all the different food choices at my beck and call. I'm struggling with eating smaller portions and healthier options while in a relationship. I'm sure so many of you who are married or in relationships go through this. This is the first time for me, so it's hard. And it's especially hard when the person doesn't know about your surgery. Hopefully this will help the girls out there who are single, who are trying to date or will date in the future, and knowing the difficulty if you choose not to share and how it affects you. But I'm gaining weight. I'm struggling to get hydrated. I haven't taken my vitamins. That's going to be week 2, I've decided, on February 7th. I'm going to kick off taking my vitamins every single day, which I probably have not done for at least 2 or 3 months. Bad weight loss surgery patient. Really bad. But I think, again, once I get settled into my home and I can set up my bathroom and my routine, I'll feel a lot better. I also think once I have my own fridge and I can put my food in my fridge, I'm not hoarding it. I just think I can buy what I want, leave it there, know how long it lasts, freeze what I want. I don't know. But I'm irritated. I'm irritated that he took food, and I wish I wasn't irritated by that. I don't know. All right. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I just wanted to share this information with you guys. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.